Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel here. Now in today's video guys, I'm going to be bringing you a really good run defense you guys can use in Madden 21. This works against pretty much all runs. I'm going to be using today the singleback deuce close stretch, the singleback wing flex close dive and stretch, and then also the I form close power O. And I'm going to show you guys that this is very effective and it can basically stop almost any run in the game. And quickly before we get in the video guys, Twitch and Twitter links are down below. And if you want to check out my two most recent videos, they're going to be in the top right of your screen right now. And other guys, let's go ahead, let's get into it. Okay guys, so we're going to get into the pre-play adjustments right now. So essentially what we're going to do is the play we're going to be coming out in is going to be nickel 3-3-5, and it is going to be this cover 4 drop. Now the reason why we're going to be doing this is because we're going to be audibling into the 3 Sam Will Blitz out of nickel 3-3-5 wide. I'm using the 4-6 playbook, and what this is going to do is this is essentially going to act as basically like 5 plays you're going to audible into. Now you're going to set your audibles for 3-3-5 wide. I have them set as 3 Sam Will Blitz, cover 3 buzz, Tampa 2, and cover 4 show 2. And what we're going to do here is basically it's going to give us 5 plays to audible into in case our opponent, or technically 4 plays, in case our opponent does end up deciding to pass. Because what we could do is we could either use this cover 4 drop, or we could go into either a cover 3 Tampa 2 or cover 4 show 2 in nickel 3-3-5 wide. So it's going to give us a lot of options, and basically for substitutions we're just going to press R1 on our controller. What we're going to do is we are just going to sub in a safety at this linebacker position, because that's going to be the middle linebacker position. That's going to be where your user's going to be. So I currently have subbed in Steven Parker, who's the safety of this position, and I just left linebackers at this spot because those are going to be good for like block sheds and that kind of thing, and also tackling. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to come out and cover 4 drop, and I'm going to show you guys the full setup. Okay guys, so here we go. We are coming out and cover 4 drop here. Now the full setup we're going to do is we are going to first audible into 3 Sam Will Blitz, which is going to be square, left on the D-pad, and square as well. And that's how I have it set up. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to go and we're going to base align your defense, which could be triangle and right in the left stick. Basically what that's going to do is that's going to give our opponent a cover 2 look as opposed to a cover 3 look, kind of throw them off. Then we are going to press our entire defense, which is going to be triangle and down the left stick. Then we're going to put both of our safeties on the top on a QB spy. Now there's 2 ways you could do this. You can either double tap triangle, press their icon, and flick the right stick to the left, or you just click onto them, press X, and right stick to the left. Then we are also going to contain as well, which could be double tapping R1. This is good. This is most commonly used to stop running quarterbacks, but it's also really good. Again, really good for the run as well. And then we're finally going to blitz all linebackers, which should be around the D-pad down the right stick. So basically, just going to blitz all of our linebackers. Now, you actually have to do that before the contain. I did mess up. So it's, once again, I'm just going to show you the setup in real time right here. So basically, we're just going to go here. So there you go. That's basically the setup in real time. Now, what we're going to do here, our main goal is we are going to be shooting the gap, and I'm going to show you what that is. So we're currently running against the Bengals, and we're going to be running a singleback deuce close stretch to the right. So we're just going to run this play, and as you can see, I shoot the gap and I drop him for a 4-yard loss. Now, what I did was I ended up finding a gap between, I believe, the center and the right guard, and I went and I just brought my user down through that gap, and I was able to make the tackle on the running back. Now, this also works to the right. I'm going to show it off here. So here we go. And we're going to do this. We're going to hover right over the center, and we're going to run this play, and as you can see, shot the gap, and I ended up making a tackle. Now, if we're not able to make a tackle, we're also going to have some reinforcements as well coming in, trying to make the tackle as well, so it's not the worst thing in the world if you do miss the tackle. Now, what I would recommend is you would go and click off of your user onto another player when you do this, so I'm just going to show an example right now. So I'm just going to set up the defense, and we're going to run to the right, and you're going to see that I shoot that gap. I'm going to click off, and basically that makes the CPU make the tackle for you, and it's going to be more effective than trying to make the tackle yourself. So it's pretty much going to be at a deuce close, nothing really too big. So now, guys, we're going to move into singleback wing flex close. All right, guys, so basically this is going to be singleback wing flex close. We're going to run the dive both to the right and the left. So I'm just going to set up the defense here in real time. And as you can see, really easy. We're just going to hover right over the center. And then he runs to the right. Now, unfortunately, we were not able to shoot the gap right there. That can happen sometimes. This is not a 100% effective defense. This can get blown up at some points. But it still is a very good defense to have in your arsenal. So we're just going to run this halfback dive really quick. And we're just going to wait. Now, you could shoot the gap from the right or the left. It really does not matter. But as you can see, the left was decently more effective on the play. Now, we were able to get a hit stick with Xavier Woods right there, the safety. So here we go. We're just going to set this up. Then we're going to come out and dive here. This time we're going to run to the left. So really, you can shoot the gap from the right or the left. It really does not matter. And I do have to shout out also the Real QT for making this. His link's going to be down below, his channel, as well as his particular video on this run defense. But essentially, we shoot the gap right from the middle, and we're going to make the tackle for an easy loss. Now we're going to run this against stretch as well. So basically, let's get that set up. And then just gotta run this defense. Now, I would recommend going in practice mode and trying to get this down because it is a pretty tough concept. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run stretch to the left. You're gonna see that I shoot the gap, I click off. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to make the tackle. That sometimes will happen. So you just kind of have to play it by ear. And the linebacker in the end was able to make the tackle, which is a good thing. So here we go. I accidentally pressed the middle button. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, so here we go. The defense is set up once again. We're going to be running stretch to the left here. And we're just going to go, and then we're going to click off. And as you can see, it's a really easy tackle. Now we're also going to do it to the right as well. So let's set up the defense really quick. And we're just going to go. We're going to spy both the safeties. That's going to be really key because they're going to come down for run support. Now we're going to do the stretch to the right. You're going to see that we're able to shoot the gap and run for a loss. So that's pretty much it out of the single back wing flex close. Now we're going to move on to I-form close. All right, guys, so here we go. So we're currently running this power O right here out of what's the formation? Oh yeah, I-form close. Essentially, this is one of the best runs in the game right now, and I'm just gonna show you that it still works against this. So here we go. We're just gonna shoot the gap, and as you can see, we drop him for a loss of yards. We're also gonna run it to the left as well. So we're just gonna set up the defense really quick. Just gotta do this, and there we go. We're going to run it to the left. You're going to see that we run it to the left. We're still able to drop him for a loss. Now, I do have to preface this. This does work even if your opponent has players motioning. Like, for example, in single back wing flex close, let's just say hypothetically that your opponent motions his tight end over to the left and he comes out and stretch. You're still going to be able to shoot the gap. So I just want to preface that real quick. So now we're also going to run it against lead dive. Now, halfback lead dive is a bit of an interesting thing because this is not really as effective against this, and you're going to see why. So we're just going to run this play here with lead dive. And as you can see, the fullback picked me up. That's going to be the main reason why. If the fullback picks you up, then you're not really going to be too successful. I mean, maybe you'll get a really good block shed, but you're going to have a tough time shooting the gap. Now, something that could offset this here, something you could do to kind of offset this is you can watch the fullback, and if he lines up to the left, you can go and you can actually run the ball to the right, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So essentially, we're going to run this, and as you can see, wasn't able to shoot the gap, but essentially the fullback basically started and he went to the right. So because of that, I went to the left, and I was a tad more successful here. We're going to do it one more time just to show you guys here. So here we go. Basically right here, I'm just going to line up. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to shoot the gap again, but you're going to see that I was able to fully dodge that fullback. So basically, just line up opposite of him. So, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave it down in the comments. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and let's smash the like. Let's try to 65 likes. Thank you so much for watching. Most importantly, stay classy.